Now, after reading this completely, you are able to give the answers of the given questions on your notebook. The three main differences between plants and fungi, you have to write the three main differences. You also have to learn this question, all these questions. The two main types of protist. What are the two main types of protist? Just we have read it about that. The number of cells that bacteria have. How many cells does a bacteria have? What is the role of bacteria? And the number 5, you have to write two things that fungi attach themselves to. Here is an amazing scientific fact that microorganisms have been brought back to life after being frozen for millions of years. For millions of years they were frozen, and now they have brought back for the life. We will discuss now about the microorganisms, all good or all bad. No, there are some microorganisms, they are good. They are used for baking some foods and for fermentation, but some are for not good for us. Some microorganisms help human in food preparation and preventing from diseases. Number 1, cooking and food preparation. Bacteria are used to make milk products such as yogurt, cheese, sour cream, and buttermilk. Bacteria are also used to make vinegar. Yeast is a fungus and it is used to bake bread. It is also used to make soy sauce, salami, and black tea, and to prepare olives. Now, how we can use bacteria to prevent disease? Microorganisms that destroy other microorganisms are used in antibiotics. Antibiotics are those medicines that help to fight with diseases. They work by getting the good microorganisms and destroy the harmful ones before they can do too much damage. The most successful antibiotic has been penicillin, which is produced from the fungi. Penicillin mold. Penicillin has saved millions of people from dying from diseases. The first first antibiotic that was prepared, that was penicillin, which was produced from a fungi, penicillin mold. While antibiotics fight diseases that have already started to infect the body, vaccines help to stop diseases becoming infectious. Vaccines are made from microorganisms that are the cause of infectious diseases. They work by giving the body a small amount of the disease so that the body can produce antibodies that can fight the virus in the future. So here are two things for you. Number 1 is antibiotic and number 2 is vaccine. Here some how we can fight with the diseases. If some sort of germs have attacked in our body, so in the form of antibiotics, these germs, same form of but stronger germs, are inserted in our body in form of medicine or capsules or tablets, so that those germs, more stronger germs, can fight the germs that are in our body, and to kill that germs from they are infecting the body. And on the second side, how the vaccination help us. The vaccination of a disease works like that. For example, if the vaccine of polio is given to a person, so that vaccine have the germs of that disease like polio and other like measles, these vaccines have the germs, and they are injected or inserted into the body, and when they go into the body, they become a part of the body, and they grew more and more, and they prevent the body from the outsider attack of that disease. They have become the part of the body, and they protect the body from the outsider attack. Now come to the other. What are natural benefits? The human body has tens of millions of microorganisms inside it. How many organisms does a human body have? Apart from preventing diseases, some microorganisms provide us with nutrients. Others break down food to make it easy to digest. Got it? Some microorganisms that are inside our body. They provide us nutrients, and some are used to kill the food, to digest, to make the smaller parts of the food so that the food could be digested very easily. Some microorganisms break down dead or dying organisms. They return nutrients to the soil. For example, fungi that live on the plant help cause the plant to rot and decay. When plants rot and decay, their nourishment goes into the soil and enables new life to grow. Have you ever seen when the leaves of the plants got dried and they fell on the ground? Where does they go? Yes, the fungi rots them, and that fungi make that leaves the part of the soil so that the new life can grow. Some seeds are also similarly fell from the plant and they become the part of land, and there grew new plant like that plant. Microorganisms also break down waste or sewage plants, which makes its disposal easier and safer. Here are some examples. Like this, you can see that this plant, this log, is decomposed over here, and after that there are produced some things. After plants decomposing, there caused fungi and the new plant. Do you know that microorganisms have been on Earth for about 3.5 billion years? They play an extremely important part in sustaining life in our planet. How microorganisms harm? How they harm the human body? Some microorganisms have caused more harm to humans than all the wars that have ever taken place. These microorganisms have included bacteria and protozoa. Malaria is caused by a protozoan, while tuberculosis, diphtheria, typhoid fever, cholera, dysentery, and pneumonia are all caused by bacteria. Whereas the bacteria is used to cure these diseases, but bacteria is also the cause of all these diseases. There are other microorganisms that cause a lower level of harm. This harm includes damage to the clothes, shoes, carpet, and other textiles, and the contamination of food. Have you ever seen the cloths or the leather bags? They got fungus, and the leather furniture that got fungus, and your clothes, they are folded from a long time and they got holes on them. That is only because of bacteria, that we say that fungus, or you can say the change of weather has spoiled, but the fungus and you can say bacteria has spoiled those clothes. After reading completely, you are able to give the answer of all these questions. After this, we have completed our chapter.